Good morning, good afternoon, good night. We're going to talk about divine light. I'm going to do a collective reading. This is going to be for the new moon, which is happening June 15th. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. This is a timeless reading, so it doesn't matter if you are watching this for the new moon or not. But if you come across this video, this message is for you. Cross-watchers are definitely welcome. Just flip the script. That way it makes more sense for you and you have better messaging. If you do find anything that hits home for you, I'd love to hear from you. Please like, share, or subscribe if that is what is calling you. I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So we're going to do a moon spread. Alright, so the first card that I'm pulling out is for moon advice, which is surrender to the divine. It does say full moon. There you go. It did come out in reverse here. Second card that I'm pulling out is the solutions to your problems. So have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. The third card that I'm pulling out is the advice. Don't let your past hold you back. A blockage card here. Spirit said do that last. Okay, so fourth card would be the final outcome. Confidence is your key to success. And then a blockage card. A time for healing. Okay. Bottom of the deck we have your commitment is being tested. Alright, so I'm kind of feeling like you guys are aware that it's a time for healing, but that you're not quite surrendering to the idea of healing, and that is affecting your connection with Spirit. Spirit is testing you in a sense that they want to know that you're trusting in them and that you're fully surrendering to the plan, to what they have in store for you. So having faith in your dreams, what I see here with this card would be trusting in the purpose, trusting in your divine purpose. I think that a lot of you guys are resisting because maybe the plan that Spirit has for you isn't quite the plan that you thought you were going to have for yourself. It doesn't even look like the same plan. So, there might be some resistance here. Now, that's completely understandable, but you're battling this soul purpose versus the ego purpose. Okay, you need to know that in order to find full fulfillment in what it is that you're doing, you have to follow the guided path. You have to follow what the divine has in store for you. Obviously, we have power and choice. So if you choose to follow Spirit, that's honestly up to you, but like I said, you're just going to find more fulfillment if you do. There's more benefits, there's more reward. I understand the need to control every aspect of your life so that you have more understanding of the outcome, but that's the beauty and trust, learning to surrender, learning to just let go, and knowing and having faith that everything is going to work out in divine timing and for your overall benefit, right? Not just for yourself, but those around you. So, like I said, your commitment is being tested. Don't let your past hold you back. So this is coming as the advice. So maybe you feel like there's a lot of cords that are being, pulling you down or connected to you that are affecting you from moving forward. They might feel like shackles, or they might feel like tethers, some sort of ties, that's keeping you from taking those steps forward. You have that choice to free yourself from those things that you feel are shackling you. It is a choice. I know it feels as though somebody locked you down and you can't release yourself from what it is that you're you know, you're being held sorry, I just needed to adjust that really quick. Okay. But yeah, just don't let your past hold you back. The final outcome is confidence is your key to success. So I know it's easier said than done, but focus on your solar plexus. Focus on catering to your divine will. The more that you feel confident in yourself, the more that your light shines, and everything around you starts to make sense and align with you, not only for your divine purpose, but your overall good. You also feel like your will is being connected to your divine will, almost like you're connecting to your higher self, and your higher self is guiding you toward the direction you need to go. I'm sorry, a card fell out. So as I was shuffling, a card fell out of this deck. This is my clarification Moonology deck, but it says shadow work. So I think that, we're being called to go inward and do the work internally, so that it changes us from the inside out. There are a lot of things from your past that are causing a lot of trauma, and you're reacting instead of responding in life. And Spirit wants you to start responding. Spirit wants you to start, thinking more level-headed, and stop allowing your triggers to get the best of you. Become aware of even what is triggering you. Alright, so this is going to be clarification for our new moon. So surrender to the divine is clarified by the past. Okay, I'm going to do it this way. And then have faith in your dreams is clarified by protection. Okay. Don't let your past hold you back is clarified by change your tune. Confidence is your key to success is clarified by abundance. And then your blockage card is clarified by accept responsibility. Okay. Let me just pull out this blockage card here. I love this deck because of the beautiful illustrations. Okay. So it's a time for healing is clarified by accept responsibility. And then your overall energy is cut your losses. Alright. A lot to dissect here, but so overall energy, cut your losses. Definitely cut those tethers, cut those cords. I mentioned in the beginning, you kind of feel like you have a lot of, ties to other people or to your past that's holding you back. Remember that those things only have power over you if you allow it. Okay? And I know, like I said, easier said than done, but it's kind of a mind over matter type of thing. And I do feel like Spirit wants us to do the shadow work. This card, even though it's not like the shadow work card itself, it does feel like a balance of light and dark. So kind of going inward, addressing the dark so that your brightest light can shine. With going back to surrender to the divine and the past, this is showing up as the moon advice. So the past is just really holding you back somehow. I see that Spirit wants you to just let go and surrender. Think of it as like a back float. If you ever have gone swimming, or you've taken swimming lessons, something like that, when you do a back float, you have to balance out your weight and find some sort of like balance on the top of the water so that you feel like you're floating, right? And during that back float, you have to trust that the water is going to help keep you afloat, right? And you have to do your part by, surrendering to the divine, like giving your chest up to the sky. Okay, so that's really what I'm getting with the surrender and the past. A lot of those tethers and the things that have held you back from moving forward have really altered your perception on reality, and you even yourself have changed your perception on yourself. I think that's why you're like, a lot of us are resisting and not really trusting that there's a bigger purpose. But accept responsibility for your healing, because that's really what's blocking you. Nobody else is going to do it except for you. And if you choose not to do it, then the outcome of that choice is your fault, right? And you have to take responsibility of that. So either you do it now while you still have the energy to do it, or you're forced to do it later on in life and it becomes more difficult. Okay. Some never do it, and the the lack of, sorry, I'm trying to articulate what I'm trying to say, but the lack of trust in something bigger than just themselves is overwhelmingly powerful, and it's very much devilish energy. I'm not saying that the people who have not done healing are those type of people, but I'm saying that they feed into the darkness more than they do the light. And I'm kind of getting this download of K-pop Demon Slayers, if you've ever seen that movie on Netflix. How these group of singers, this singing group, are supposed to be fighting off, demons. And with Change Your Tune, it's kind of feeling like, instead of, listening to these frequencies and these energies that are tainting not only your perception, but your energy field as a whole, maybe change what you're listening to, change the energy that you're feeding yourself, change the knowledge that you're feeding yourself, and in return you can fight off the demons within you. The demons within you would be symbolic to those ties, to the past energies that are changing and altering your perception on the truth. So change your tune, change what you're listening to, change the frequencies that you are allowing yourself to download and entertain. Okay. Moving on to confidence is your key to success, which was the advice card. So abundance. You are abundant. You are full of light and abundant, full in light. And you have every reason to be confident in yourself and believe in yourself and believe in your direction. Spirit doesn't want you to be stuck in this, this altered state of reality. Like, they want to welcome you with open arms and fill you with light and allow you to take every baby step in the direction of the light. But you need to accept responsibility of your own healing. Spirit can't do it for you unless you do it for yourself. Spirit can be there to guide you, but they can't do the work for you. All right, so I'm going to do a closing message here. Okay, closing message for the collective for our new moon, please, Spirit. Closing message. One more shuffle. Top card. Practice gratitude. Yeah, practice gratitude. Every morning what I try doing is one of my friends that I used to live with, she told me that there's a method called GRAPES, and it's an acronym. So G would be gratitude, R would be rest, relaxation, A would be like activity or accomplishment, P would be project or pleasure. E would be exercise, and S would be like social. And every morning I do, that acronym, and I try to fill it out as kind of like a compass for my day, especially on the hard days, right? So when my depression really kicks in, and I feel like doing nothing, like that actually really helps me to have a checklist for myself, just, count my little wins for the day. And it helps me also to practice gratitude with that G there, and usually I'll include like an affirmation or something along those lines, but this can look very different for everybody. You can just take a moment in your daily schedule to appreciate some things that you see around you or some people that you're around, and just practice thanking them or thanking whatever it is, even if it's not out loud or in your head. There's so many different ways that you can practice gratitude. Writing it, but at least take a moment to appreciate the things that you see and the things that are helping you in your life. The air that we breathe, thanking Spirit for another day of waking up, and a fresh start. Thanking Spirit for the beautiful sunrise or the beautiful sunsets that you see, the grass, whatever it is, so it could be something very small or something big, but just those moments will thank Spirit and show Spirit that you're very thankful for those little things, so that when the big things start to come, you're going to appreciate them and know exactly how to handle something that big. All right, so bottom of the deck we have Go Wild, full moon in Leo. This new moon is in Gemini, but with this confidence is key here, it makes sense why the lion is showing up. So go wild, have fun, release the burdens of the past. Don't let them confine you. And I'm going to close out today's message with love and light. Thank you for being here. If you found any lovely messages, I'd love to hear from you. Go ahead and leave a comment down below or like the video if you're called to do so. And I will talk to you later on our next video. Bye.